What's up everybody, this is Nightingale and today we're going to be testing it out on an RX 6600 GPU paired with a Ryzen 5 3600 and 16GB of DDR4 3200MHz RAM. Let's go over the settings first. We're using windowed borderless because this game doesn't have full screen mode currently at 1080p, and I'm using third person mode right now at 100 FOV for the first person view, and for the third person FOV I'm using 90. Alright, everything is to ultra quality, and I'm currently using TSR at native. This game's not got an option for me to change this to native with TAA because this only has TSR and XESS. That is a pretty weird thing by the developers, because they should be giving us a native option so we can just test the game out without any kind of upscaling and stuff. Alright, so we're currently at 16. Let's start counting the frames here. This game is pretty badly optimized, as you guys might be able to see the frame rate there. Yeah, this game is not very good optimized as far as I can see. I've just launched the game, went to this area, this map, and our guy Peck has just left us here with some stuff. We're gonna find some sticks and stuff here and rocks. So yeah, this is pretty weird, and for a game like this game is not very good looking in my opinion, although the texture and stuff, I think it's using lumen and nanite, that's why it's performing like this. But if you're going to make a game that is very intensive and has a pretty good graphics also, then you should be optimizing it also, I think, when developing the game. So let's just go ahead, and I'm going to try to apply TSR, but we're going to go to quality. Alright, this game also has XESS, so I'm going to also try that. Let's go to Quality TSR here, and with Quality TSR it improves the frame rate, but it also makes the game look more blurry, I think. And the grass and stuff, I don't know if YouTube is actually giving you guys some idea of how this game is looking actually, but right now from my side I can see that the grass is very blurry now. At native AA with TSR it was looking good, but now it's looking very blurry, and while I'm moving it's also making the grass look very blurry. Also, although it's not very distracting, but still some people might consider it not very good. Alright, so we're getting now into the 40s. Now let's start counting the frames again. We're getting 42, 40, 41, and I'm gathering some rocks which are, I think, completed. Let's go for berries now. Let's try and find them. Our character can also run, I think, and this is a portal where we can go to other areas from. Alright, getting about 44 FPS average, which is pretty good, I think, in my opinion. And at native AA with TSR it was pretty bad, as you guys saw the performance there. So I don't know how they're going to improve this game. I think these are berries or some. Yeah, so these are berries. Okay. Now it's telling me acquire roasted berries. I think I have to get some berries and then I have to roast them on that campfire. I think maybe it's the case. Alright, so with TSR at quality, the game is, in my opinion, looking very shimmery and blurry at times. Alright, with the grass and the vegetation in this game. So it's looking like that. Also, GPU usage is at maximum currently, and we're not getting very much of a GPU or CPU bottleneck. Alright, so getting about 42 FPS average, guys, on these settings. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to apply XESS. Let's see if it looks any better than this. Let's apply XESS on ultra quality first, at ultra quality graphics, and okay, it's looking better than TSR actually. Although some of the leaves on these trees, they start to look they start to have shadows and stuff while we're moving. Okay, yeah, it's looking like it's getting some shadows and stuff while you're moving, like shimmery shadows. Okay, so yeah, XESS. Okay, now it's looking pretty bad. No, I don't recommend this, guys. Now TSR is the way to go then, I would say, at quality at least. We're still getting pretty good GPU usage, and the FPS has decreased, so I'm gonna try to apply XESS at quality, and it's gonna start to look worse now, and I don't think the performance is increasing with this. So we're getting now 34 FPS average. Let's try to move in this area. This area looks and seems pretty intensive, so yeah. Let's try to eat the berries so my health doesn't drop. Acquire roasted berries, that's the mission still. Let's try and move from here. Can we kill some animals? I think we can. These deer, and it's still a survival game, so survival elements are there. Yeah, the game is kind of looking good now, I think, in my opinion, but XESS doesn't look very good. So TSR is the way to go, getting that 39 FPS average. TSR at quality looks way better than XESS at quality, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna be using TSR on quality in this video then. Let's move on to the further settings now, and let's try to apply quality preset now, right? Let's try apply these settings. Okay, let's turn it to TSR at native again. Alright, okay. So we're at quality settings now, guys, and let's start counting the frames again. Although, okay, so native 8 TSR at quality is performing pretty good at 30 FPS at least. By pretty good, I mean at 30 FPS for a game like this. It's not very well optimized, so I'm using this kind of. I'm just doing sarcasm, guys. It's just sarcasm for a game like this. It's not very well optimized. Yeah, so getting about 31 FPS average with this, and I think it's gonna keep hovering around 30 FPS. I'm just trying to find some starters and stuff while running here and seeing if we get some huge amount of starters or not, because sometimes it happens. We're now getting into the 7.5 gigabytes of VRAM usage, so it seems like VRAM usage is good and good for an 8 gigabyte GPU at least at all the settings. So let's go ahead now, and I'm going to apply Quality TSR, which I'm going to be using in this video now. And okay, so the shadows have started to look very shimmery in my opinion. Okay, so getting into the 50s now, and this is looking better than XESS at quality, and I think I would recommend still you guys use TSR in place of XESS in this game, at least on AMD GPUs. I don't know about Intel GPUs. Maybe it's got some special optimization for them and it's gonna perform or look amazing compared to this, but TSR kind of looks better than XESS in this game in my opinion. Okay, so let's just try and go ahead and apply at ultra quality at least for once. Let's see if we get some playable performance on this also. Yeah, we're getting like 10 FPS lesser than ultra quality TSR. So getting about 40s, I think in the 40s, lower 40s. Although the frame rate doesn't fluctuate much. I've seen some videos where people are getting very bad frame rate with this game at all settings. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe for AMD it's better optimized and there are no starters that I'm observing currently. But yeah, so let's just go ahead now and go to balanced preset now. Okay, now we're at balanced preset and I'm going to apply TSR native AA. Alright guys, so the settings have been applied and we're at native right now. Although we're getting some starters and stuff, the frame rate has increased a lot. We're getting into the higher 40s now. And let's start counting the frames again. Although the vegetation and stuff and the grass has started to become, and textures also have started to become pretty bad. So if you guys want a competitive performance, you guys can now use, I think when we now use TSR, it's gonna perform pretty well. And it's getting like maximum GPU usage now, which it was not doing previously. So there is still some headroom for their performance optimization for this game. And when they optimize this game, I think, which they ultimately have to do, because this game is not very well optimized. This game is gonna start to perform better, I think, in the future. The textures on the vegetation and stuff still look very good. I thought that it's gonna start to look pretty bad at balanced preset, but it's still looking very good in my opinion. Yeah, so getting 45 FPS average, which is pretty nice. Now let's go ahead and try to apply TSR at ultra quality first. Okay, now we're in the 60s, but as you guys can see there, I don't know if these shimmery shadows make it in the YouTube video or not, but every shadow in the game now kind of looks very shimmery, and I don't recommend this. This is pretty bad. Now let's go ahead and I'm gonna just skip this because it's not looking very good. Let's go to quality. This fixes it because quality is gonna render the game at a low resolution internally, so I thought maybe it's gonna fix it, but it's not doing it. Although we're getting better performance, we're getting into the 70s also, sometimes in the higher 60s, which is pretty good. I'm gonna just go ahead and straight away go to performance preset, and let's try with native AA first. Alright guys, we're at performance preset now, and at the performance preset the shadows have started to look, as you guys can see, very shimmery, and when I try to move they start to shimmer a lot. Alright, so we're getting into the 50s now. Let's start counting the frames here. Although the game has become pretty smooth, the frame time graph is pretty linear, and the graphics, I cannot say better. They're not looking any good. They're looking pretty bad for a game like this. So yeah, I think if you're gonna play this game, TSR on quality with high settings possible is the way to go, because the graphics don't look very good at lower settings. So yeah, getting about 53 FPS average. Let's try it and see, and go to TSR at quality, and let's see if that is any better. No, there are still some shimmery shadows on the screen. So I don't know if there is a way to actually disable these shadows. Let's go back to video, and Where is the shadow settings? Okay, shadows, and I think this is the lowest that you can go. So I think maybe let's apply ultra quality shadows and to fix these. No, we're still not fixing them. Maybe let's just try and get shading to ultra quality. No, we're still not. Maybe there is a setting, guys, that is actually making these shadows shimmery. So if you guys know that, please leave a comment in the comment section below. We're still getting about 71 FPS average. So alright guys, I think that tells you and gives you the idea of how this game is gonna run. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.